Have you ever wondered how some people seem completely unshaken, no matter what chaos surrounds them? The truth is, there's a powerful secret behind their calm. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy founded in Greece, teaches us how to stay composed, no matter the storm. In today's video, we're diving into 10 timeless lessons from Stoicism that can help you stay calm in any situation. Whether you're dealing with stress at work, personal challenges, or the overwhelming pressures of life, these teachings offer a pathway to inner peace and mental resilience. So, let's explore how we can all benefit from the wisdom of ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. Ready to learn how to master calmness? Let's get started. Lesson 1. Focus on what you can control. The first and most important lesson Stoicism teaches is the power of acceptance. According to the Stoics, there's no use in stressing over things you cannot control. In fact, it's a waste of energy. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on our reactions, thoughts, and attitudes instead of external events. This shift in focus brings peace of mind. Think about it. How many times have you stressed over things that were beyond your control? Maybe your boss's decision at work, or the weather ruining your plans. When you focus only on what you can change, you liberate yourself from unnecessary anxiety. For example, imagine you're stuck in traffic. You can't control the cars ahead of you, but you can control how you react. Instead of honking, fuming, or getting frustrated, you can take deep breaths, put on some calming music, or even use the time to think through something productive. The idea is simple. Shift your energy from frustration to calmness and acceptance. This mindset will help you remain composed when life doesn't go as planned. Stoicism's emphasis on inner peace resonates deeply with modern mindfulness practices, which similarly advocate for focusing on the present moment. By staying grounded in the here and now, we can detach from unnecessary worries about the past or future. Mindfulness, paired with Stoic principles, creates a powerful toolkit for navigating life's challenges. When you catch your mind wandering into negative loops, gently bring your focus back to the present, just as the Stoics would have done in their meditations. Lesson 2. Embrace adversity as an opportunity for growth. The second lesson of Stoicism is one that often gets overlooked in today's world. Adversity is not something to avoid, but to embrace. In fact, the Stoics believed that challenges are essential for personal growth. Without hardship, we wouldn't learn resilience, patience, or the strength to overcome obstacles. Instead of running from adversity, the Stoics advise us to face it head-on and see it as an opportunity to grow stronger. Let's look at an example. Imagine you face a setback in your career, perhaps a job loss or a missed promotion. The instinct is to be upset, angry, and discouraged. But, according to Stoicism, this setback could be an opportunity for growth. Maybe it's a chance to find a job that suits you better, learn new skills, or even rediscover your passion for something else. Stoic philosophers, including Marcus Aurelius, often wrote about how life's obstacles were opportunities to improve themselves. By changing how we view adversity, we can build resilience and stay calm, even in difficult times. Another important lesson from Stoicism is the idea of amor fati, or loving one's fate. This concept goes beyond mere acceptance of what happens. It encourages us to actively embrace our circumstances as necessary parts of our journey. Instead of lamenting difficulties, we can view them as integral to shaping who we are. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that everything in the universe is interconnected, and that even the toughest moments have their place in the grand design of life. Stoicism also champions the idea of community and interdependence. The Stoics believed that humans are social creatures by nature, and that fostering strong relationships is essential to a meaningful life. Supporting others, acting with compassion, and contributing positively to society not only benefit those around us, but also enhance our own sense of purpose and calm. This sense of belonging can act as a buffer against stress and uncertainty. Lesson 3. Train your mind to focus on the positive. The Stoics understood the immense power of the mind. They knew that our thoughts shape how we experience the world, and by training our minds, we can create a more positive and calm reality. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, the Stoics encourage us to focus on what is right. This shift in mindset doesn't mean ignoring problems, but it's about choosing where to place your energy. Think about how much time you spend thinking about problems versus solutions. Negative thoughts can easily overwhelm us, especially in times of stress. But the Stoics believed that by controlling our thoughts, we control our emotions. For example, when faced with a challenge, you can choose to focus on what you can do to improve the situation, rather than worrying about what went wrong. By practicing gratitude, focusing on small wins, and maintaining a positive outlook, you can reduce stress and remain calm, no matter the circumstances. Lesson 4. Live according to virtue. At the heart of Stoicism is the idea of virtue, living a life based on wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. The Stoics believed that these virtues not only lead to a fulfilling life, but they also help us maintain inner calm. When we make decisions rooted in virtue, we align ourselves with our highest values, which brings a sense of peace and clarity. In practical terms, this means making ethical decisions, standing up for what's right, and practicing moderation in all aspects of life. For instance, if you face a difficult decision at work, like whether to compromise your values for a quick gain, the Stoics would advise you to choose the virtuous path, even if it's the harder option. By living according to virtue, we build a life that supports calmness and self-respect, no matter what external pressures we face. A lesser-known but equally vital Stoic practice is premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. By visualizing potential challenges or setbacks, Stoics prepared their minds to remain steady in the face of adversity. This mental rehearsal doesn't mean dwelling on negativity, but equipping yourself to handle difficulties with grace. For instance, before an important meeting, you might imagine potential conflicts and rehearse calm, constructive responses. Lesson 5. Value your time. Don't waste it on unnecessary worry. In our fast-paced world, time is one of our most valuable resources. The Stoics understood this better than anyone and emphasized how important it is to spend our time wisely. Wasting time on worries, distractions, and unnecessary tasks only robs us of our mental clarity and peace. The Stoics teach us to be mindful of how we spend our time and to prioritize what truly matters. Think about how much time you waste stressing over things that are beyond your control, or how often you find yourself worrying about the future instead of focusing on the present. The Stoics would say that this kind of mental energy is a waste. Instead, they encourage us to use our time for meaningful actions that align with our values and goals. This way, we can live with purpose, avoid mental clutter, and stay calm as we move through life. Lesson 6. Stop comparing yourself to others. One of the most powerful lessons from Stoicism is the idea of not comparing yourself to others. In today's world, Social media constantly bombards us with images of other people's successes, leading us to feel inadequate or envious. However, the Stoics remind us that comparison only leads to frustration and anxiety. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, famously said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This applies to comparison as well. True peace comes when we focus on our own growth and development, not on the success or failures of others. By focusing on your own progress, you free yourself from the cycle of jealousy and judgment, which is crucial for staying calm. The Stoics also placed great importance on controlling one's desires. They taught that many of our frustrations stem from an insatiable craving for more success, more possessions, more recognition. By practicing moderation and cultivating contentment with what we have, we can significantly reduce the stress and dissatisfaction that come from chasing external rewards. Lesson 7. Practice gratitude every day. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining inner peace. The Stoics understood this, and many of them wrote about the importance of reflecting on what we have rather than what we lack. By practicing daily gratitude, we train our minds to focus on the positive aspects of our lives, which helps us to stay calm in challenging times. For example, before going to bed each night, take a moment to reflect on the things you are grateful for, no matter how small. Perhaps it's the warmth of a cozy blanket or the support of a loved one. This simple practice helps shift your mindset from what's wrong to what's right in your life, bringing a sense of peace and contentment. Lesson 8. Take time for reflection. The Stoics believed in the power of self-reflection. By regularly checking in with ourselves, we gain clarity on our actions, decisions, and emotional state. This practice helps us understand our motivations and prevent impulsive reactions. It also allows us to grow and improve, ensuring that we remain calm and collected in all situations. Take a few minutes each day to reflect on your thoughts and actions. Ask yourself questions like, did I act according to my values today? Or how did I react to stress, and how can I improve? This practice of self-awareness helps you stay grounded, making it easier to maintain composure during challenging moments. An often overlooked aspect of Stoicism is its sense of humor and lightness. While the Stoics took life's challenges seriously, they also recognized the absurdity of worrying over things outside our control. Humor can be a powerful tool to diffuse tension and remind us not to take ourselves too seriously. Finding moments of levity can help us maintain perspective and composure. Lesson 9. Practice detachment from material things. Stoicism teaches that our happiness should not depend on external things like wealth, status, or possessions. By practicing detachment from material things, we free ourselves from the anxiety of constantly chasing after more. The Stoics believe that true happiness comes from within, not from external validation or possessions. Consider how often we tie our happiness to material success, whether it's a new car, a bigger house, or the latest gadgets. While these things can bring temporary pleasure, they don't offer lasting peace. The Stoics would argue that by detaching from material desires, we can find true contentment, which leads to inner calm. Stoicism also encourages us to find strength in solitude. In our hyper-connected world, taking time for quiet introspection can be incredibly calming. The Stoics often retreated into nature or sought solitude to reflect on their thoughts and align their actions with their values. Even a few minutes of quiet time each day can recharge your mental energy and reinforce your resilience. Lesson 10. Accept the natural course of life. Finally, The Stoics teach us to accept the natural course of life, including the inevitable changes, losses, and endings that come with it. Rather than resisting these changes, Stoicism encourages us to embrace them as a natural part of the human experience. By accepting that everything is temporary, we can reduce our fear and anxiety about the unknown. Whether it's the end of a job, the loss of a loved one, or the passing of time, understanding that change is part of life helps us stay calm. This acceptance frees us from the burden of resistance and allows us to live more peacefully, appreciating each moment as it comes. Lastly, the Stoics remind us to find joy in simplicity. By appreciating the beauty in small, everyday moments, a sunrise, a kind word, or a deep breath, we can cultivate a profound sense of peace. This perspective helps us shift away from chasing grandiose achievements and toward finding fulfillment in life's simple pleasures. These 10 Stoic lessons are simple yet powerful tools for navigating the ups and downs of life with calmness and clarity. By applying these teachings, you can learn to control your reactions, embrace adversity, focus on what matters, and find peace, no matter what life throws at you. If you're ready to start applying Stoicism to your life, take the first step today. Start by reflecting on what you can control and practice gratitude every day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more insightful content, and leave a comment sharing your own experience with Stoicism. Remember, calmness is a choice, and the more you practice, the easier it gets.